All right, Matt. Good to see you. You have a Sisu on your shirt. What's Sisu?
Likewise, yeah. Sisu is it's our gym here. Yeah, we have three gyms in the West Metro of Minneapolis. It's CrossFit. It's a CrossFit gym with we've done a good job of blending HYROX into our offerings. So, um, yeah, we have locations in Plymouth, Medina, and Excelsior.
Uh, do you own all three?
I don't. Nope. We have three different gym owners. Pat Crosby, he owns our Excelsior gym. He founded Sisu Fitness and Nutrition, and right now Oscar and Anna Neverman own the Plymouth location, and then Jim and Kate Moeller own Medina. So, yeah, three gyms, three owners, and great community here.
So how did that happen?
Um, yeah, I think Pat Crosby, well, he started Sisu in, boy, 11, 12 years ago. And, out of one location and grew it to three. And, he's done an amazing job of building community and getting these gyms going. And, I think now as time has gone on and he's gotten, um, maybe thinking about retirement, he has, opened up the opportunities for other people to take over these gyms under the Sisu brand. So
All right, I'm gonna add my little. There we go. Forgot to add those. Um, yeah, because usually, there's big chains, and then people. It's hard to open three gyms as an individual um, business person.
100%. Yeah, I think yeah, he's maybe cracked the code a little bit there with that. Between the offerings that we have, we do run events as well. So a couple of CrossFit events throughout the year, and now our HYROX simulation event as well. So yeah, he's just done a great job. All three owners now have done a great job, spectacular job of building community. We've got a unique community here that is special, and people come into the gym and they are welcome from the get go.
When did you start that one, or when did you
Yeah,
start
I
living
got
there?
involved. I got involved here at Sisu 3.5 years ago. So I had never been involved in CrossFit, never done CrossFit. I've done a lot of different things and was looking for a new opportunity, a new challenge. And yeah, I jumped right in and I didn't really know what to think at first. Jumped into, I think within my first 3 months, I jumped into a competition and yeah, I learned a lot and did a number on, just did a number on my body um but the people keep me coming back. I've met, lifelong friends here and I think other people have too. So it's my place now. So and
What were
now
you doing? What were you doing
yeah, I
before?
think I've been coaching now.
Athletically, what were you
Go
doing
ahead, sorry.
before? I was saying, what were you doing athletically before?
I Yeah, athletically, I played three sports in high school, played college football, and then I've dabbled in a little bit of everything. After football, I I ate like I still trained and played, but I wasn't playing and training anymore. So I put on quite a bit of weight, and the body wasn't feeling very good. I got into triathlon. Um, and started kind of getting into that and kind of the three disciplines there helped me get my body back to where I wanted it to be. And yeah, I've done everything from sprint triathlons to Ironmans to marathons, half marathons, the Berkey cross country ski event in central Wisconsin, and kind of now HYROX. So and I've coached variety of different variety of different fitness gyms and opportunities, high intensity CrossFit, HYROX, small large individual group fitness. So yeah, I've been around for a little bit. I love helping people with where they're at with their fitness goals.
Where did you play ball? Where'd you go to school?
Yeah, I went to the University of Minnesota Duluth. So Duluth, Minnesota is about 2.5 hours north of the Twin Cities here in
So
Minneapolis,
what is
and
that? Is that Division two? What is that?
yep, Division two. Yep, Division two football there. We had some really good teams. Got to play against some really good teams and players, and was a great experience. And winters are a little bit cold in Duluth, but it toughens you up a little bit. And yeah, wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
What was your position?
I was a linebacker, so when I got there, kind of started out as an outside linebacker, got into a good weight training program, and moved me to the middle linebacker spot. So, yeah, had strong enough to take on the 300-pound lineman, yet fast enough to run down some running backs and play in coverage when I needed to.
So growing up, who were your guys? Who were your football heroes?
Boy, for as far as like linebackers go, it'd been Brian Urlacher, old Chicago Bears linebacker. He was just gritty, really good, talented. He started as a safety in college and then moved to linebacker, and obviously a Hall of Famer there. So he was my favorite like defensive player growing up. As a Minnesota sports fan, I got to watch Randy Moss play too. So he obviously was pretty darn good, and was a lot of fun watching him.
Um, so let's talk about this event you got coming up.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So we have a sim event that we're going to partner with Wodify. It's on September 20th, and we're going to host that at Hopkins High School, which is a high school in the western suburbs of Minneapolis. Yeah, we're getting there. It's coming close here with just over 4 weeks to go before it's game time. But we had our first event last year, and that went really well. I think we learned a lot, what we did well, and what maybe we could improve. And we're ready to go this year. We're excited to partner with Wodify. Grace has been awesome to work with on their behalf, and yeah, we've got some good improvements with some barricades and signage that are going to really make our event pop. We offer. I think what makes us unique is our diversity in offerings. The first thing that people talk about when they talk about attempting to do a HYROX or thinking about doing a HYROX is they don't like how much running it is. So I think to meet that need, um, we offer a Half-rox. So you're still going to do the station work, but you're going to do 500 meters of running instead of 1,000. And then we'll still have the solo HYROX option where you're going to do the full thing, and then partner as well.
So you're calling yourselves the largest sim in the Midwest.
I think we are. Yeah, I think we're gonna have about 200 people. We have a good experience here at Sisu in running events. We throw some really good CrossFit competitions, and we're over at the high school, and we want to give people a great experience, and I think we're up for that challenge. So
Yeah, I've done a couple of outdoor sim events, and if the weather's great, you got a great event. So you gotta
yeah,
pray for that. Um, but let's pull
yeah.
this up here. Let's pull up the actual event. Hang on one second for me, as I so you've got the Half-rox, which is um 600-meter run. So that's a lap and a half around the track.
Correct. Yep.
And then are all the stations exactly half? Is it so 500-meter row? Is that half of the burpees? I don't even know what the real burpee number is. That says 60 meters.
Yeah. Yep, all the station work is going to be half for the HalfRox option. So yeah, last year that was the most popular, most well attended option or division for our event. We had just over half of our registrants wanted to do the HalfRox. So um, like I said, people just get super intimidated. Even here at the gym, you have a lot of CrossFit loyalists who say, "Ah, nah, too much running." So yeah, want to make it less intimidating, more approachable.
Yeah, I love a half rocks. I'm a big fan. Um,
Yeah,
and I see Uplift Coffee. I talked to those guys. Good guys.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Uplift, Wyatt from Uplift is great.
So is that what it is in the race though? It's 120 meters of burpees. I don't think I ever knew that. I think I just go until they tell me to stop.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, no, I think it's actually 80
Oh,
meters,
okay,
but I think with the less running, we add a little bit more there for the burpees.
sure. Uh, and then 50-meter push and pull, um, which is also the same as your full.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
Um, and then half the ski, half the farmers, because is it 200-meter farmers, right? I'm so bad
200
at this
meter
stuff.
farmers.
I should know
Yeah.
this
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
It is.
and
Yep.
then 50-meter dumbbell walking lunge, and then 50 wall balls. Oh, gotta love that. 50 instead of 100. That's sign me up, dude.
All right. Yeah. No, absolutely. 100 at the end, as you know, it's your legs are already fried, and to do 100 wall balls is it's kind of sucks your soul a little bit. So 50 sounds way better than 100.
So you've got chip timing, you've got prizes. Can you be specific on prizes? Do we know what those are yet?
Yeah, well, we are going to raffle off one free HYROX registration to an actual event to anybody who registers. So that's a perk of just registering. So somebody's going to get that. Otherwise, we've got first, second, and third place prizes for each division. We're gonna have some Ascent protein that they have graciously sent us. So we're gonna be handing that out. Everybody gets a finisher patch, and we'll have some other prizes as well for second and first place. Thinking like championship belts and
Ooh.
some cool bragging rights, no, not just your traditional medals or trophies.
Well, first of all, patch is awesome.
Yeah,
So that's great. I got a couple of sim patches on my bag. Let me pull up where this thing is so we can show folks who might be somewhat in the area or thinking about coming up. Hang on, I got to learn how to share a screen. I've only been doing this for my whole life. Um, all right, so here we are. Uh, you are between St. Louis Park and Minnetonka. Those two towns, like everybody's heard of
correct.
Minnetonka, but is that,
Yeah.
that's like a good description, right?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Actually, Hopkins is technically in Minnetonka, so it's kind of on the eastern side of the city, and great kind of central location in the western suburbs. Approachable, easy to get to. Nice facilities there.
Right? And you're over here by a couple of lakes.
Yeah, you got Lake Minnetonka there on the west. Everybody knows
South of,
everybody knows Lake Minnetonka.
well, I mean, I not
Got
everybody
Medicine
does know.
Lake.
um,
Well, I suppose not everybody does know. Now you know.
um, well, if you've seen the amazing movie Purple Rain, you've heard of it.
Exactly. Exactly. Prince.
Um, oh, they're going crazy up there at the lake, Medicine Lake. That I've not heard of.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Matt,
Um,
we do have 11,000 lakes here. So,
I'm
yeah, you can't,
it is in fact the
you,
Lando
you
Lakes.
can't, Land Lake. So you can't go too far without driving by one.
um, you should we should get some like we should get like HYROX, like maybe a swim event coming up. I mean, all the swimming opportunity.
I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at. We should talk about that. What
How
are you
so? How far
thinking?
is this? How far is this from your gym? This high school.
Um, 10 minutes to the east.
Okay. Um. Well, this is super cool. Um. Uh. There was rumors. Someone was like, "Oh, isn't there going to be a Minneapolis HYROX?" I'm like, "Not that I've heard of." But some
Yeah.
people thought there might have been. What have you heard?
Yeah. I have heard from a pretty reliable source on the Minneapolis side that they are holding a date for 2027 as a potential late release. So that's all I know.
Yeah, there's always a couple. So Atlanta, they'd come to fall of 25 and they were holding the spot for fall of 26 if they could have made it work, and then it didn't, so now we're getting Atlanta back in the spring. But that would be awesome if you guys get one, because I know you guys always get the short shrift. All the races are on the coast and in Texas, like not just HYROX, all companies. Everyone's like, where's love for us over here in the Midwest?
Right.
So hope you get one.
Right. I do too. A lot of people here do. So I'm kind of like taking bets on what are we going to have first, a Minnesota Vikings Super Bowl or a HYROX in Minneapolis? And I'm going to guess that it's going to be a HYROX in Minneapolis. So we'll see.
Wow. Wow. Well, we are in training camp. How are we looking this year? How's the team looking?
Well, we got to figure out the quarterback situation first.
I was gonna say,
Kyler
who do you
Murray.
guys have right now?
Yeah, we
You
brought
have
in Kyler Murray,
JJ.
but we also drafted JJ McCarthy a couple years ago. He didn't do so hot yet last year. So hoping that maybe Kyler can revive himself a little bit. Throw that ball to Justin Jefferson and get that offense going and get that team going. So we'll be young on the defensive side of the ball. I know that, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Minnesota sports fan. I'm loyal, but hopes don't get too high.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't put a lot. I wouldn't put a lot on Kyler. You also your QB3 is Carson Wentz. Who knew he was still bumming around the league?
Yeah, I
I
know,
gotta
I
I
know,
gotta look
I
I
know.
gotta look him up.
He's still around. He's still around. So he's a good third option though. So I hope we don't get that far with down the line, but we'll see how it all
Yeah,
plays out.
you got a 33-year-old. You got a 33-year-old Carson. Interesting. He
Yeah.
played for the Chiefs last year. Did not know that.
Played for us last year, 2 years ago. And he's got a lot of fans. He played up the road at North Dakota State University up in Fargo.
Okay.
So he's got a lot of fans that come to watch games. So yeah, he's late in his career here. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully we don't get to him, but we'll see.
All right. Anything else about this event folks should know?
Um, It's going to be a great time. I think one thing that makes us unique is our community of people that come out and volunteer for events. And that if you're a gym owner that has run or has not run a sim event, if you're thinking about it, you need good volunteers. Like even at regular HYROX events, they thrive off of running off of with volunteers. So we run it, like I said, we run events. We have we're fortunate to have the support of all three gym owners for our events, and then we have just an army of amazing people that come out and judge wall ball stations and hand out water and just make it happen, set up, take down everything. So that's a big part of it. We have an amazing community. And we're really looking forward. As long as that weather cooperates, it's gonna be a great event.
All right, man. Well, glad we got to do this, and we'll talk to you
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, can I add one more thing, Matt?
Totally.
This weekend we've got a HYROX training camp coming up. So this will be our first time running it. We're going to run it Friday afternoon, Saturday all day, and then Sunday morning. So we're talking all things HYROX. We have Friday afternoon, we have Scott Armstrong, who's the University of Minnesota rowing coach,
Oh,
who's
nice.
going to come in and talk all things rowing, try to get us better there, more efficient. Saturday we have Mark Howe and Lauren Rantala from
Oh,
Chicago
dude,
coming up
those
to
are my guys. Those are my guys.
they're good people. So they're going to talk all things high rocks and take us through a good workout. Lindsay Williams is an ex-Olympic U.S. skier. She's going to take us through through some ski erg technique, how to be more efficient. And then on Sunday, we have Anthony Jagiello, who is a three-time world's HYROX qualifier and a local endurance coach here, who's going to talk through how to implement running into your HYROX programming. So really looking forward to that. We've got 14 people.
Awesome. Do me a favor after we get off. Send me the links. I know Mark and Lauren, but send me the links to everyone else, and we can include it in the description of this show.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, man. Let's talk soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your time. And yeah, let's catch up again.